Grease is the word, at least for the next few weeks here in Plymouth, as the Americana Theater Company brings some 1950s-style singing and dancing to the Spire Theater with a stage production of the classic musical. We dropped by to meet some of the actors during one of their rehearsals.
The Americana Theater Company is no stranger to the Plymouth area, and every time they find their way back here for one of their big productions, it feels a bit like a family reunion. You've got your aunts and uncles that you'll always recognize, and then maybe there are some cousins you didn't even know you had. But every time they show up, they bring plenty of talent. This time, they'll be using that talent to produce a stage version of Grease, a movie that came out in 1978, decades before many of this cast were even born. In 1978, if you didn't know John Travolta as Vinnie Barbarino from the show Welcome Back, Kotter, you probably knew him as Danny Zuko from the movie Grease. Now, nearly 4 decades later, when you think of Grease, you don't really think of John Travolta so much as the songs like Summer Loving and, to a lesser extent, Beauty School Dropout. And for a couple of weeks in the month of July, the Americana Theater Company will be singing all of your favorite songs from the movie Grease in a stage production at the Spire in downtown Plymouth. Of course, I didn't know that 7 years before it became a movie, Grease was already a stage production in 1971, and that's the format that this company is adhering to. So instead of seeing the Olivia Newton-John version of Sandy, you can expect to see a more complex version of this iconic lead character.
The stage version is really kind of different. Sandy's like more awkward. She doesn't really know who she is or know her place, and she's pretty much just rejected from the Pink Ladies. So in preparing for the role, I definitely had to kind of just erase all my preconceived ideas and notions about who I thought Sandy was, because I grew up watching Grease, and really just embrace the Sandy of this show.
A production like Grease has all of the components that require the cast to be the proverbial triple threat, meaning they have to be able to not only act, but sing and dance as well. The soundtrack to this production alone is enough to pull the audience right into the show, and that's something that the Americana Theater Company is certain will happen each night that they take the stage.
I challenge you to come to the show and see if you can't get involved. The music is rich and fun, dancing. We're all the way downstage, dancing in your face. We're sweating. We're having the time of our lives. It would be very, very difficult not to engage. And it's funny and fun.
While some musicals come and go, Grease seems to be one of those productions that gains popularity with each passing year. And the explanation may actually be pretty simple.
I think one of the major things is the music, and you can't help but tap your toe or shake a little bit when you hear it. It gets my blood pumping, and I'm sure it does for everyone else. And I guess just mostly that it deals with, I think everybody has probably been through some type of plot point in this show, whether it's finding your circle of friends, or just trying to figure out, just trying to get through high school, or just trying to get through what it means to grow up, and all the influences that are going on around you, just how you can use your environment to create and find out who you are.
And if you haven't seen it yet, there's still time, as the show will run through the 23rd of July. At the Spire in downtown Plymouth, I'm Sullivan for PCN.